Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 29th of July. You're in a period where, with the sun in your own sign, you're given enormous encouragement by the heavens to demonstrate what makes you individual, different. But there's planets clustered in the back of your horoscope which can cause mischief. Not least Mars, which this week is squaring up with Uranus. This suggests that something relating to your past, perhaps a legal or moral matter, could be coming home to haunt you. It may also come out in an unexpected way. For example, something that you think is private and that nobody else knows about could come into the public eye, or suddenly people around you on an everyday basis may seem to know more about you than you'd like. Because you can be intensely private, this can be actually very difficult. But also this is a week when something you want to achieve may be inhibited because of the demands of people close to you, or conversely because of work. There's a quarter moon at the start of this week, and the quarter moon also is in opposition with Saturn, suggesting that your style, your wings can be clipped by these demands, and you could feel quite resentful about this. But there are things to be gained from this week, but I do think you need to be conscious of the opposition between Jupiter and Pluto. This suggests that there may be some people around you or some energy around you which is not very straightforward. There are undercurrents. It could be linked to the fact that you're having to deal with people you just simply don't like very much, who have very different values from you. It could be that you're learning a great deal about the more philosophical and idealistic side of life, but it's not really fitting in that well with the practical demands of life. We all have an ideal of how we'd like things to be, but the reality of life itself is very different, and of course we can't control that. But there are some sparklingly good things going on as well. Not least that in the second half of this week, the Sun is actually forging a great link with Uranus itself, suggesting that if you can embrace innovation, it can be really good. Now, although you're a sign of a leader, being a fire sign, and of course you're ruled by the Sun, you don't always find it easy to get new projects off the ground, and sometimes you need to cooperate well with someone else. But this gives you a push to go outside of your comfort zone and not be quite so conservative, because once you get something started, you can stick at it really for the long term. That's one of your great strengths. So if something does come in to your orbit this week that's completely left field and different, don't dismiss it out of hand. It can be really good for you. Now also Mars is actually forging a really good link with Venus. The suggestion here is that you may gain financially by using a skill or talent or some advice or some assets that you've gained in the past. So the past can be a more haunting influence this week, but also a more positive one. And Venus can continue to boost your coffers. It also forges a very good link with Pluto. So that's saying to you that if you can make sure that everything that you're committed to around your home, your domestic costs, are nailed down to the absolute minimum, and you're checking out price comparison websites to get the best deals possible, then you can end this week feeling much more secure about finances. But I do think you have to be realistic about some of the people you deal with, because they could disappoint you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.